Hello everybody, happy International Women's Day. I'm so excited to share my story after 30 years since I had my clitoris, vulva and lymph glands removed due to cancer. And you think, how can you be excited about that? I'm excited because I am still breathing, and I know other women that turned to me before they passed to say, please Kath, keep promoting about vulval health. My GP has a diagram like this, and there's still no vulva in there, no vulva word, no vulva diagram, and she has to draw the vulva when she's trying to explain to her patients. So we've still got a long way to go with women's vulval health and gynaecological health. And just imagine if we called a penis as testicles. I mean, that would be a joke, wouldn't it? So why is it not a joke that sometimes people refer to the vagina as the vulva? And that has to change. And you might sort of think, but some say, well, what difference does it make? Well, let me tell you what a difference it makes. So I found the word pudendum in the dictionary, and it states female genitalia, one who should and ought to be ashamed, the shameful part of a woman. Well, I sit here not ashamed. I'm sitting here proud of my body, proud of what I have done for 30 years, and being a voice to allow other women to speak out. So I know a lady that spoke out recently at an International Women's Day event, and she said the power that came over her to allow other women to share their stories, it's just, that's some of the excitement as well. So I'm a voice for women and in the business of saving women's lives, and often some enduring lifetime vulval complications like lichen sclerosis, which 1 in 80 women have got. And that's a lot of women that we need to give a voice to, and some research and funding. What began as a woman trying to make sense of her diagnosis, it became a 30-year journey for me advocating for health awareness. Some of the milestones I've had over the years, this quilt in the back, I took it to the front counter of BBC TV Women's Hour, and I was interviewed the next week. That was the year I won the West Australian Senior Australian of the Year. But when I came back to Perth, a community radio station, their constituents wouldn't be interested in gynaecological health. Well, I'm afraid I'm in a position, not afraid, I'm in a position of power now to say, well, that is not acceptable. So I did get an apologetic phone call, and I did speak on the community radio. Some of the other milestones that we've established a lobby for an International Gynaecological Awareness Day, which lots of organisations have come on board, but not enough, and I'd really like you to help me share the message. I spoke to 1,000 women in Kuala Lumpur for the Seroptimus International Convention, where I was terrified to do that to 1,000 ethnic women, but I did it, and there's lots of other things that I've done. I sort of look back now and I think, did I really do it? So I'm a member of the Seroptimus International Moreton North, and we had a project for the International Gynaecological Awareness Day, and we won the Best Practice Project Award from the Southeast Asia Pacific, just to show you how far that the International Gynae Awareness Day is progressing on the 10th of September. And in 1997, I put an ad in the Women's Day seeking out other women, and all these ladies wrote in these horrific stories. So I approached Women's Day last year, and in January this year, I had an article in there, and it's called Viva la Vulva. So yay, Viva la Vulva. Another exciting thing is I've been invited to open a GP's conference in Sydney. It's called My Health GP, and even for me to be able to finally be accepted by the medical establishment, it has been really hard, but I'm showing that the world is changing. And it's changing, I think, because in the last 2 years there have been female presidents at the Royal Australian New Zealand College of Obstetrics and Gynaecology, and they had I had a 2-page spread in their magazine in winter, and it's themed the vulva, and the whole magazine is about teaching doctors and gynecologists about the vulva, and that goes out to 6,000 gynecologists. So I thought, yay, it's breaking ground, and it's breaking the barriers and the stigmas and the women suffering in silence. is there's been progress, but this progress, we still have work to do. Women still struggle to say the word vulva, and we need to make it a normal language. So too many women feel embarrassed to talk to their doctors about their vulvas, and too many women's symptoms are dismissed or ignored, sometimes by the doctors, because they're not given enough education, and that means they get misdiagnosed very often, so like I was. But if I'm to be honest, there's still much more to do on what women want and what women need. We need more open conversations happening, more fun and informative and entertaining ways for a new perspective. And we need more women speaking out and sharing their stories, and more health professionals recognising the importance of vulval health. Because when women understand their bodies, they are better able to protect their health. Awareness leads to early diagnosis and better outcomes. Losing my vulva changed my life. I don't exactly enjoy sharing my story, but if it happens to save one woman, your mother, sister or daughter, or helps empower you to understand your body better, well then my job will be done. Just 1 second. And the conversation is not yet over, because silence about women's bodies has never saved lives. Awareness saved lives, and I have seen that myself, so just simply by sharing stories. And of course, along with others, we now have a Red Knickers Day for the International Gynae Awareness Day, and we do cardboard cutout knickers, and to me we have bras for breast cancer, so why not knickers for gynaecology? So we've got these knickers and we sing the Dynamite song, and I'll chant. So it's ladies to the left, ladies to the right, don't forget your dynamite. We care a lot, so spread the cheer to look after what's down here. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. So, that's one way that I'm encouraging you to perhaps use the Dynamite chant within your community, or create some cardboard cutout knickers and have a lot of fun with it, because there is a lot of fun in gynaecology. It's just that we've been taught that it's very serious and we perhaps shouldn't talk about it and we should feel some shame. Well, you can see that things are changing in reproductive health. To me, reproductive health is a separate identity to gynaecological health, and I would like to see that from a United Nations level, that we do have a division between the two, even though they're very closely related. But gynaecology is a lifetime health issue. So the future I want to see is simple. We need to teach women and girls correct language for their bodies. Women to be confident to talk about vulva and gynaecological health. Health professionals will be trained to recognise symptoms earlier. And global recognition of the International Gynaecological Awareness Day, so women everywhere understand their bodies. But let's not just leave the men out of here. Let's teach the men to be respectful and learn the language as well. So today on International Women's Day, I'm asking something very simple. I'm asking you to start the conversation and let women share their stories. Let them share information with professionals and encourage women to know their bodies. Because when we speak open about women's bodies, we actually save lives. So I've got a badge here. I would love everybody on the Gynae Awareness Day to get the badge. You can get that through me. And so we can wear that on the day, but I'm still working. There is no vulva on there yet, so I'm working on a little red ruby to put on the bottom of the vagina. And the last thing I want to mention is my book is soon to be launched, and it's called Stitched Up, and it tells you about the challenges and the struggles that I've had and the people I've met along the way and the people who saw the big picture of my work. And it's not quite ready yet, but you can place orders if you like. So on that note, Viva la Vulva and happy International Women's Day.